before we start to Salesforce, I just wanted to know like what comes to your mind when this term comes, Salesforce. What is actually you think? What is Salesforce? I'm not looking for a technical answer, but yes, and a layman concept Salesforce is. What Salesforce is?
A kind of a cloud computing tool that helps for the companies kind of stuff to make some valuable customers and maintain the relationship among the customers.
Very good, Sumant. Very good. So
Thank
each
you.
point of it makes sense if each point is right. Anybody else wants to add something on that? Anything? Add anything? Or maybe you can repeat what he said in your own manner. Rajat, you were saying something, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say almost the same thing, and the same thing like it's kind of platform like they have multiple service like IAAS, PAAS, and SAAS that provide to host your applications and fire your instances. So basic, the most common is the CRM is the most one, which is customer relationship management. That's what I was about to add.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, you're right. Okay, now I can think. I see Sarjeet has a audio. Sarjeet, you there? Okay, there was a noise, there was a voice coming from your end. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so yes, guys, you're right when you said that Salesforce is something on cloud, Salesforce is something on CRM, Salesforce is something to do with the customer. Yes, you are all right, right? So, but people generally think that this is a very technical concept, very difficult concept, and it's very difficult to learn and all those. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It's very simple. In a day or two, you'll understand the concept of sales, and you'll see that how easy it is to learn, right? So just keep all your doubts aside, right? Let's start on Salesforce. Let's see from the very beginning what is Salesforce, from where it originated, what is the technology we're working on, what is it all about, right? So the first thing that we should be knowing on this Salesforce class is about cloud computing. And we can see the agenda also. I'll show you what we have for you. What is the objective here to learn? I mean, the first class you can see all these things. Like we would be knowing what is cloud computing and what is the reason why we're going towards the cloud, right? And then what is the benefit and what is all about CRM, right? And then we will give a quick introduction about Salesforce, followed by some Salesforce concepts like Salesforce Editions, what are the development approaches we will be using, and the tools that we use to work on Salesforce. And we will show you the repository like help and the documentations where you can find each and every discussion or topic mentioned in detail. Then we will actually jump into C to get an access, to get the hands-on live environment where we'll be working on our own, right? And then some of the Salesforce terminologies that we use very commonly, right? So this would be our objective for today, right? And let's keep it very simple. Don't take any pressure like this is something very new, right? Or that it will take time for you to understand. No, nothing like that. So let's start with cloud computing. Let's start with cloud computing because you should know because Salesforce somewhat is cloud only, right? Not somewhat. I mean, it's actually for cloud only. But yes, you should know what is cloud computing. Anybody wants to tell what is cloud computing? And I love to hear when people talk, right? So make sure you talk more and more. Yes, sir.
Well,
What is cloud?
the basic definition is basically which we use in like where we are at right now is internet. It's an internet-based computing that provides shared computer processing and resources and data to computers and other devices. That's what we use.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer. Great. Perfect. Thank you, Rajat. Anybody else wants to tell something on that or the same thing in your own manner? I want you guys to talk first. Naman, what about you? What do you think? Suman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
simply it is just like Rajat said, working on the internet kind of things. I mean, computing through internet is nothing but the cloud computing. Simply.
Suman, your voice is coming very low. Can you just increase the volume if you can?
Yeah, as simply Rajat said, it's like computing through the internet is nothing but the cloud computing.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect.
It's
So
like
last time,
storing all the data in the air, and just like logging in from anywhere from your phone or any other city.
Then welcome. You just have to mute your mic, and then whenever you want to talk, you can mute it.
okay, okay. Yes, yes, Naman, you were actually absolutely right? So,
Just
you have a
like
very great point.
like the love is in the air. That's like the data is in the air.
Yeah, yeah, I get the definition. Let me clear it in here. Okay, okay. Yes, you all are right? So let's combine all of them and to make a meaningful statement for everybody, right? Hello, Ella, are you there? Ella? Okay. Okay. So this is what we're going to start with, right? First of all, we will learn about cloud computing. What is cloud computing? And as you guys told, that is the answer actually. Cloud is nothing but a simple concept which just needs an internet connection. Anything you're accessing over the internet that is not stored on your system, that is cloud. That is cloud for you. You are using Facebook.com? Yes, you are using. You are storing your videos, audios in your system? No, you are not using your system to store them. When a video is shared by your friend to you, you play it as soon as it comes to you. You don't need a VLC player, any player to install that, to use that. Because it's not stored in your system. If it's not stored in your system, that is cloud for you. That's it. As simple as that. The cloud is not a new term. It's just a term that is redesigned in a new name. That's it. But we have been using cloud for very long, right? And now there are different versions of cloud also. But yes, let's try to understand technically what cloud means. Technically, the concept is very simple. If you're using internet and getting the access to like Google Maps, you're not installing anything in your system like Gmail. You're not installing in your system to send anything emails. You're just using the internet, logging into Gmail, sending and receiving emails. Simply, as simple as that. So, but let us see technically what is behind that concept, right? And it should be known to you guys. Nobody will ask you, but you should be knowing these for your understanding. Let's jump into cloud computing definition. So before we start on cloud, I'll explain the cloud computing technical term by the help of these attributes. Before I do that, I just want everybody to go on mute, please. If you're not talking, please be on mute, right? Because the recordings will be disturbed. If you want to talk, you can come up and talk. So, you there, right?
Yeah, is it working? Can you hear me?
Perfect for you, perfect. Quickly give your introduction and we'll start.
Oh yeah, hi. I'm Sarah, and
So you have been on this IT field before or what?
no, I don't have like background or that.
Okay, okay. So make sure your voice is coming louder. It's on again.
Is it perfect?
No, be near the mic.
So
Okay, I think, yeah, go on.
I'm actually here new to America, so it's just been 1 year I've been here from India, and I was working there in like film industry, and I have basically a commercial background. So yeah,
Perfect, perfect. So you are also new to sales, right?
yeah, very new. Actually, very new
Perfect.
to IT.
That's very better. I don't want people to have any background in my class.
Yeah, because this is something good. Somewhere I work, and one of my somebody works in my where I work. So he actually suggested me for this course. He's basically into IT field, and I never thought that I'll be working in this,
Speakerphone button, right?
computers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I have actually before connecting to the Salesforce with everyone, when I thought of getting into Salesforce, I already, went through all the things. What am I actually going to start? So when I have been going through the basics and stuff, so I liked it. So I thought I'll be able to do it. So that's it.
Yeah, Salesforce is really interesting, right? It's for all technical people and non-technical people both, right? So
Okay.
everybody loves it. If
I
you
don't
get
know I'll
that
be able to
tremendous.
do it or not, but because the field is like this is out of the track zone, what I'm thinking.
But I know, sir, that you will be doing it, right? So don't worry about. I'm very much sure about everybody in this class, right? Because if you have chosen the step to move to Salesforce, rest is to me, right? So don't think you can do. I can do for you. Perfect, guys. So I hope everybody is there in my class now, ready with their mics and everything. Ella, you there? Final time.
Yes.
Ella, you can hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you?
Quickly, you two, can you give me an introduction, like what are you doing and what are you working on?
I'm so sorry. I have one more person to join us, my husband in the group. So I don't know because he's out for his work. Maybe he'll join us within 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
I guess he's already joined from his.
Not a problem, not a problem.
Can you
Yes,
hear
sir, are you
me?
talking? Yeah, tell me.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank God. What's the question? Sorry.
Okay, so we are so we have just started with the introduction, right? So we have gone through everybody and see what they are currently working and how they are moving to Salesforce. So can you just also give a quick introduction about yourself?
Okay. Well, I'm new to the technical field in a way, so and I have a friend that's in Salesforce. He advised me to learn the tool, so here I am. I'm trying to get into the technical field.
Perfect. So everybody here is on the same page. Very good. So we just started with it. We just saw that what we would be learning. Right. I'll go back and do one more time revision of what my agenda for today is. Right. So this is what we are going to be on. It's not required. Right. And this is what the agenda was today. Would be we will be learning what the reason behind Salesforce, that is cloud computing. Then we will see the benefits of it. Then we will see what is CRM, and we will see what Salesforce is, with the Salesforce features like additions and the approaches that we would be using, the tools that we would be using, and some documentations and access into that will give you. And we'll jump into straight away with the Salesforce in live environment with the basic terminologies. So this is what we would be doing today, right? I just started with a concept called cloud computing. Cloud computing, I checked with a couple of you guys who told me different definition. Like cloud computing is something like internet. Like computing is something like using somebody else's software on your system by the help of internet. And I gave an example of Facebook, Google Apps, and Gmail, right? These are all cloud computing products because we don't store anything on our system about these things. No Facebook media, no Facebook audio, video is stored in our system. No mails are also stored in our system. Everything is stored on somewhere else. I don't know where it is stored. We don't know somewhere where it is stored, but yes, it is cloud for us. But let's know what technically cloud means. So be working on Salesforce, you should know these things. Nobody will ask, but you should know these things. What is the cloud computing? What is cloud? And what is the reason why it is so much uh, in demand, right? So we've just started, right? So before we start, I just wanted to tell you some of the technical points before cloud computing, and I'll help you. I'll tell you with these help of these attributes. There are some attributes which you can understand and see why cloud computing is so much important nowadays, right? So the first attribute I'll tell you is nowadays what is the problem? Like there are many people, there are many organizations or people coming up day by day. Everybody wants their own dedicated network. Everybody wants their own server. Everybody wants, but yes, to maintain and keep a server is a very difficult and challenging task. So what Salesforce or what cloud computing is? Cloud computing is a shared pool or resource stored somewhere. Don't know where it is stored. It is a globally shared pool of resources. That means shared pool of servers, spaces, right? It is somewhere stored somewhere in a safe position from where we are getting the access. So there are multiple people using the same cloud, using the same set of servers, like their own server. So just like if you keep a server in your office, you have to maintain it. You have to do a lot of things on it, right. Just like I think somebody is talking. Sarabji, can you be on mute? I think there's a noise coming from your end. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So similarly, what do we do cloud? What we do in cloud? So there are multiple people across the globe looking for a dedicated server which they can use, and they don't want to monitor it. They don't want to manage it. They don't want to maintain it because this is very difficult task to maintain a dev server, and I'll keep it always up and running. There's always issues coming. There are always new things coming, so that keeps problem. So this is a shared pool of resource that's available globally from which multiple people are using at the same time. Multiple organizations are using at the same time. So it's like their own dedicated server stored somewhere else, right? So that is first point. That tells multiple tenants, not only for one, me or you or some particular company. Anybody across the globe can use the cloud concepts, right? It could be paid or it could be free. That's a different thing. But yes, just like Google Maps, anybody can use it from anywhere, right? Maybe there are some paid services also which you can use. But yes, these services are there available to everybody, which can be used by everyone. The next point that defines cloud computing is, in cloud computing you will see that it follows a subscription model. Subscription model, like suppose if you today you need some software, or if you have 10 systems, you need 10 licenses for that software. So if you are going to buy that software, it will be very costly. So generally what happens in cloud is we don't buy a service, we just subscribe for a service. If you go for YouTube or any services, we subscribe for it. Subscribe means we only pay for the amount we are using. Just like electricity bill, we pay as per use. So that becomes very cheaper, right? So it depends on the number of users and the number of time in months you are using it. So it's per user per month basis. So if you have 5 users, you want to use it for 1 month, so it would be 5 users for 12 months. Accordingly, the price will be determined. So it's very simple. It's not complicated. The pricing models were not complicated, right? The next point that is important here is there's no large setup fee. If you want to start it today, there's nothing like you have to invest a lot of money to get the software and things done. No, you just subscribe for the things. You just subscribe for YouTube, right? Just like that. Just subscribe for it and start using it from day one. There's nothing that you have to install. There's nothing that you have to set up. Nothing you have to do. There's no setup fee also. Because if you're going to start your own software or server, definitely there will be a lot of amount you have to pay initially, right? And then the fourth point is a similar point which says that the charges are fixed in cloud computing. If you know that if you have 12 people using for 12 months, you know that what would be the charge in cloud computing. But if you are owning a software, you never know. Sometimes the server might crash, sometimes you might have some problem, so you might have to pay extra. So the charges in the other approaches are not predictable. But in this cloud computing, the charges are fixed. It's just like transportation from A to B. You know that 5 people are going, then 5 people tickets you have to take. That's it. And similarly, the next point says that scaling. Scaling means that today you are a 2 people company. Tomorrow you might be 2,000 people company. Or tomorrow maybe you can be lesser than what you were before. Right? So scaling up and down, that means you can buy more licenses, do more subscription as per your requirement, but nothing will be changed. So it would be just like you were 10 people company initially, you took 10 licenses and started using it. But tomorrow you are 5 people or 50 people. It doesn't matter. You just need to maintain your licenses accordingly, subscriptions accordingly. But if you think about a traditional approach where you develop your own software, developed your own software, so the software and the applications changes according to the number of people using it. But here we don't need to bother about it. And for finally, the last and the most important point is upgrade. So in every tool, in every application, or in every environment, there are some problems coming and there are some new things coming. So what people do is every now and then new things, new releases come up and now. If you have any application installed in mobile also, so every time it gets updated, right? So the benefit of cloud is when these upgrades happen, there is no issue with the current system you are having. That means sometimes if you talk about a normal project, right, and if there's an update going happen, so what we had to do is we had to update, we have to communicate to the team, we have to communicate to the real user saying that this time, till this time, our system will be upgraded, and that time you can't access the system. So there's a lot of downtime happening, and after that upgrade, of risks also happening. But now in Salesforce or in cloud computing, you see there is no headache of it. It will be guaranteed that you are always having the upgraded system. These upgrades happen automatically on the cloud end, on the vendor end. It's not like you are doing it, and there is no downtime, right? So, and the best part is you don't have to pay for the new thing again. So if you are a licensed user of say cloud computing, you can it's sure that you will get the latest feature every time. So there's no extra charge, there's no downtime, there's no issue in doing upgrades. These are all automatic and being done at the back end. So if we combine all these concepts, it becomes a very big concept because it helps us to avoid a lot of headaches, right? And it's very clean, very simple in the payment terms also, in the setup also, it's very clear. I mean, you use Facebook, you use social media, you use Gmail and all. There's no problem here. You just need internet connection, plug into it, and that's it. Enter your credentials and get inside the system and start using it from day one. Right? It's that simple. So everybody is moving towards it. Nowadays, people are creating their applications also over the cloud, so they can just need an internet connection and they can use it from any device. The best part is they can use it from any device. These applications, what are created in Salesforce, they have a flexibility in any device that we want, right? So that is one of the very plus things, right? There are many benefits I'll be telling on this, but right now just understand that cloud computing means these attributes. If you combine these attributes, you will get a technical definition out of it. Clear, guys? Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So let's move on. The next thing that you have to understand is why people go on cloud. I know we have discussed about the definition and the benefits of it, but still there's something more on that. Something more that cloud vendors help or provide. If you go with the cloud vendor, if you subscribe for cloud services, there are a lot of services which are taken care by default by the vendor itself. Vendor means who is providing it, right? So we have categorized those services into three parts. One is the infrastructure level service, then we have application, and then the operation service. These are very, very important concepts that and are very headache things also, very complicated things that people had to work on it, and most of their energy was taken into these services only, to implement these services only. But now in cloud computing, the vendor takes care of all these things. We don't need to bother about it. The first service is infrastructure service. Some services like how the network is done for your servers, how the storage is done. I mean, how you have implementing database and all those things. Then what operating system the server is based on, the database structure, the centers and the servers. So all these infrastructure levels, these are all handled by the cloud vendor. They do all their networks, they do all your server storage. You just need to tell them what you want to use. That's it. How much storage we want, how much network we want, how much thing we want. We just tell them. And all the arrangement is done by them. And it is done by backend only. There's nothing you need to do there, or you can monitor on that. The next level of service is the application level. On the application level, there are a lot of things that should be enabled to us, like security. To implement a security model is a very challenging task, but in cloud computing, you see these are all given to us as a plus. Like we can share the things, we can integrate the things with different applications, we can customize the way we want, and there are many ways of customizing it. We can use the declarative approach, we can use the programmatic approach. All these options are available as a service to us. Nothing needs to be done from our end. These are all given by the vendor who is providing the cloud service. And finally, on the operational level means on a day-to-day activity, whether things are working fine enough. For that, we do need to do a lot of authentication. So all these mechanisms are provided to us, right? So like, I mean, if you're using Facebook, I'll give you again an example of Facebook, because Facebook is a very common example that we all are aware of. In Facebook also, you don't need to implement an authentication model. You just start using it and you enter your passwords and authenticate the way it required. And there are multiple ways of authenticating also, multiple factors. then we can also make sure that our system is always available. Availability is a very important thing, that to make sure that the system is up and running every time, that is very important. And by using cloud, you don't need to bother about it because everything is safe and secure and running every time. A lot of other things like doing backups, taking upgrades, patch management, monitoring. So many other steps on an operational level, these are all taken care by the vendor itself. So what we do, we as a customer, we as a developer, or we as an administrator, we as a consultant, what we do, we just focus on the innovation. Innovation means that what the client is actually looking for. So we just focus on that, and we build the data model, we build the logic, we build the user interface. And imagine if a person is just focusing on these three areas and he's not bothered about the backend services, imagine he will definitely come up with a better product as compared to the person who is taking care of everything. Right? So it becomes a lot of easy for the developers also, and for the companies also, and the clients also. Right? Clients get a better thing, developers get an easier way, and you can see this is a new thing, so everybody is moving towards it because there's a lot of headaches avoided. Getting it, guys? Why cloud is so important, and what is the benefit if you're moving to cloud? Guys, did you get an idea what is cloud now?
Yeah.
Perfect, Ella. I hope everybody does, right? Because I'm not getting answers from everybody.
Yes.
Rajat.
Yep, sounds good.
Perfect. Thanks, everybody. So this is what about cloud computing is. So you should keep these things in your mind, right? Because working on Salesforce is directly working on cloud. So you should be knowing what actually we are getting if you're working on cloud. The next and important thing is the CRM. Nowadays, basically Salesforce is for business only. I mean, it started with this concept, but nowadays people are using everywhere. But it started with the concept of CRM only. So we need to know what is CRM. What is a CRM? CRM, as it stands for Customer Relationship Management. Why it is so important? Why they are talking about it in this first class? Why it is so important? Because when we talk about business, CRM is very important nowadays because CRM is a single point of application where your complete data is stored. Like you might be dealing into manufacturing department, you might be dealing into service department, or you might be selling something, you might be doing any kind of thing. But there might be a structure in which you do. You might be following some process. You might have different departments. You might need different type of data in different departments to process it and to pass it on. You might work on different countries. You might work on different locations. So there are a lot of things in a business that can be done. But to keep everybody on the same page, to keep everybody updated, and to keep everybody working in their own restricted manner, because see, a manager can do more things than a junior person can do. So we should have levels of access also. So a CRM is a single point of application where all the data is stored which is needed for the employees to see and work on. So CRM is basically for the internal users of the company. It is not for the customers or the clients of those customers. It's not a website kind of thing. It's an internal software, an internal application that is there for the internal employees of the company. So there might be some employees working on the finance department, there might be some employees working on the sales or service or marketing. So they all need different things to work on. They all need different data to work on. Sales might need the address of customers or their names and the age. Finance might need the bank details, their account details, and different things. Service might need to know what they have purchased, what they are entitled for, what they have contracted for. So different departments are there, they need different information. To show them the different information according to their need, to their level, to their role, or different levels. That is what CRM is used for. CRM, what the user can do, the employee can do, they can log in, and as soon as they log in, they will be taken to their own designated page. It's not like everybody will see the same thing. The manager might see all the high level things and see everything, but a junior person can see something that is restricted to him only. So a CRM is very much important. Talk about any business. Talk about any business, CRM is a very important thing because we cannot keep everything in mind, or we cannot keep everything on pen and paper, right? To get the use of automations that is happening nowadays, applications needs to be created. Just like you do use calculator, you can do by your own by using pen and paper, but why do you use calculator? To make it faster and easier. Similarly, when you go to a restaurant, there might be a time when the waiter will come with an iPad saying that what is your order, and this is happening also in some places, right? So what it does, I mean, the waiter doesn't have to note everything, or as soon as he clicks on submit, the information is immediately sent to the kitchen department, maybe. So it saves time and it's accurate, right? So a lot of the applications are used by everybody nowadays, and when you combine all such applications that is being used in one single business, that is what CRM is. So CRM is a combination of multiple applications that is used in one single business. Is that clear to everybody? What is CRM?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So see, previously what happened is CRM was a concept that was used from ages, right? So it's not a new concept. But what is new now, what it is, CRM previously was a software that was installed in the server of the company. But now there's no server for the company. We are using cloud. So just imagine if you are placing the CRM over the cloud, you can imagine the benefit of it. You are getting the benefit of CRM also, you are getting the benefit of cloud also. So if a CRM is placed onto the cloud, that is what is known as Salesforce.com. So Salesforce.com is it started with this concept, a CRM onto the cloud. So you get the advantage of CRM also, you get the advantage of cloud also. But nowadays, you can put anything onto the cloud. It could be your college library management system also. It could be our attendance system also. It could be anything. Any application you can think of, you can place it over the cloud and start using it. It's not only for business now, it's for everybody now. Is it making sense, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Are you going to send this slide deck to us after the call?
Definitely, I'll send it to you. But the reason is, see, in Salesforce, there will not be much slide here. I'll be using the slide for 1 or 2 classes, and I'll straight away jump to the technical part and the development part. Right? I'll be sending you these slides, no problem. But don't focus on and stress more on it because these are not important. We will be saying something more important to that. That is the live environment that we all will be having access to. Right?
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, but we're gonna have access to the class after today, so we can revise, right?
Come again, I didn't got it.
Can we go through this class after this class? Do we have a recording? Can we log in and
exactly? So every class in this sessions are recorded, and you will get the recording by the end of the day, right? But yes, before the previous class, you will get that recording. You can go through it as many number of times you want, and because see, I will be talking of a lot of new concepts, and you cannot, guys, take a note of everything in one go, right? So it's required. So you need to be having a recording. We will be providing that recording. Don't worry about it, right? And you can use the recording for a number of times you want.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is what Salesforce is. Salesforce is made up of 2 concepts, cloud and CRM. So I told you both of these, and when you combine them, it becomes Salesforce. Now, when you talk about Salesforce, there's something that you should know, like addition, like now straight away to business, right? Now, I want to use Salesforce. If you want to use Salesforce, there's a pricing model that you have to follow. So see, Salesforce offers a lot of things. It's not a simple thing. It's a big concept, right? So what they have done is they have bundled their packages, what customers can purchase, into different editions, and each edition gives an access to different features of Salesforce. So if you just want to manage the contact, you can use a contact manager, and that would be as cheaper as $5 per user per month. So this is a little outdated, but I'll show you the real thing. I'll go to the Salesforce site and I'll tell you what is the exact and current. Go to the Salesforce.com site, and there is a product, the products tab, and then there's pricing tab. Click on the pricing, and then it will take you to the latest figure what is there. Salesforce keeps on changing onto this, right? So you can get the updated prices from here, and you can see they have starting it from $25 per user per month. But yes, if you want a more customized version of it, definitely you can talk to the Salesforce support, and they can come up with a solution for you. So what they have done is they have bundled the features of Salesforce into number of editions which customers can purchase according to their requirements. But yes, there's a customized option also. You can talk to the customers and support people and get them. So that was required. You should be knowing what is Salesforce Edition, what the term edition means here, right? And the next thing that you should know is like what are the ways what we are doing here development. See what we are here for. Everybody in this class, what we are here for. We are here for to learn Salesforce. By learn Salesforce means what? We are learning how to develop applications. This is what we have to learn, or how to use these applications. Two things we need to know: how to develop and how to use it. Right? Now, to do these things, there are two approaches in sales. That was never before in any other language. That is declarative approach and programmatic approach. And as the name suggests, declarative approach means that you don't need to code a single line. There are ways by which you can point and click and get the things done. At the same time, you have programmatic approach also, people who are very much into coding, so they like to do things by code, so they can use the programmatic approach. So we have two approaches. It's not like you can choose only one. At any time, you can choose declarative. At any time, you can use programmatic. That means you can use a mix of them also, like some part of it you develop with declarative, some part of it you develop with programmatic. So both the options are there, and definitely, but yes, you have to make a note of it. If you are moving towards the declarative approach, definitely it's simple and speedy. But yes, if you're moving towards programmatic, it becomes a little complex, but yes, some of the custom functionalities, it can only be implemented using code, because code has a lot of flexibility. So if there's a complex requirement, you might need to code programmatic approach, but if it's needed very quickly and it's an easy thing, then you can go to the declarative approach. So Salesforce has both the options, so that admin people or developer people, they both can work onto Salesforce. And day by day, new things are coming up very fast in Salesforce. So this is very vast. Salesforce is very vast, right? Okay, so the next thing is like, what are the tools we are going to use on Salesforce? So this is just a small part of it, like 1% of it, right? So I just gave you some example, like there would be some environment we would be working on. Then we would be having some setup options. Then we would be having some tools like IDE. Then we would have some forums also. I'll show you all those things, which tools we need to work on and when we need to work on. So the sessions are designed in such a manner that you will be told in each step what you need to know and what you need to do. You will be giving a lot of assignments also, a lot of materials also on the go, but make sure you have to give the time to it. Just 5-6 weeks, just if you promise to yourself that you have to learn Salesforce, just give an hour or two in the beginning in the Salesforce, that would be enough for it. Right? Just revise the things what we learn in the daily classes and then come up with the questions in the next class and get your doubts clear. Right? So let's jump straight away into Salesforce. Right? Let's see how it works. So before that, anybody any questions?
I have one question.
Yes,
so are you going to be providing any kind of like homework or kind of assignments to do based on each sessions as we move forward?
Exactly, that is required because Salesforce is purely technical. It's not theoretical concept that I will be telling and you will be mugging up. Nothing like that. So you have to do something. So there will be assignments on each step, right?
Okay.
And there will be that is very much required also. So there are two things people join Salesforce classes. One is for the certification and one is for getting a job. And both is important. Both are important. Believe me, both are important. You need to get certified to get a job. As simple as that. Because it becomes you can get a job without certified also, but if you are getting certified and then getting a job, it becomes easier for you because in that point, the company also has a benefit of hiring you. Because if you are a certified person, it will add a value to their profile also. Right? So target should be, first of all, clear the certificates. We will be telling you everything about certificate, don't worry about it, but there are some certificates that you need to focus on, and then it would be easy for you to take up the interview then. Right, guys? Already you are already working in companies, still you need to be getting certified. That is required for everybody to be working on Salesforce to have a certificate.
Thank you.
Okay. So straight away, let's move on to the environment, right? So what you need to do, the first thing, there are some additions which you need to pay for, right? Are you guys ready with your credit cards? Right, guys?
Yes.
What was the question again?
I just asked that, are you guys ready with your credit card so that you can purchase a license for Salesforce?
Yes, I am.
Guys, don't worry about it. You don't need to pay a single penny for it, right? Since we are the developers, so there's a special place for the developers, right? So this is for the exact customers, actual customers, right? Yes, Salesforce do offer something for the developers that is completely free, lifetime free, and full-fledged. What better things you can get, right? So Salesforce offers a free version of Salesforce, which is there for the developers, which is free for your lifetime, and it is full-fledged feature of Salesforce, right? There are some restrictions like it is only 5 MB, the space is only 5 MB, so you cannot commercialize it, you cannot use it for commercial purpose. But yes, everything is there. Except the space, everything is there. So you can, and generally we do use that. We sign up for a free version of Salesforce, that is the developer version of Salesforce, and start testing it or working on it or learning it. That is for the developers or the freshers if you want to be moving on Salesforce. But yes, if you come to this site called salesforce.com, and you will see that there is a login and sign up button here. Don't ever do this, because if you do this, this is only for customers. You will get a free version of Salesforce only for 50 or 30 days. But if you are a developer, there is a dedicated place for the developers, and the site name is developer.force.com. Developer.force.com or developer.salesforce.com, whatever you have. Both are working. So you say developer.force.com, it will take you to a site which is dedicated for the Salesforce developers. Let it open, I will tell you. And this is a very, very, very interesting page. Believe it. It is very active. So what is the reason why? There are some products which Salesforce offers. The complete listing will be here. Then we have resources. Resources means resource to everything. The documentation. And there are many things I'll tell you. The certification, the blogs, the tools, the topics, everything. Then the community. You know, Salesforce has the best community in the world. The best forums they have. So there are some developer forums where you can raise a question and just guarantee that you will get the answer in a minute. If you have a doubt, there are a lot of people working on the forums, a lot of developers, a lot of companies just to solve the question. So it's an open thing, and people are very much active into it, because Salesforce awards the developers and these forum people a lot. So there are a lot of people working on it. Then we have a lot of blogs, a lot of materials will be available over these blogs to learn the new things and all, right? And then we have a trailhead, that is a tool where we can learn and test our knowledge, right? And it will also give you an idea what next event Salesforce is doing. So every year, you must be heard, you heard about Dreamforce, and it's a very popular event and one of the world's biggest technical event. So in November we are having for this year. So every year or every time now and then some events happen. So the details of those events also mentioned here, right? So many things are there. Many things are there. New releases, what is coming up in the new what all those. Every information will be there on this site. But what I'm trying to say to you here is, come to this site and go to the top right for the sign up button. Click on the sign up button and this will take you to the sign up page so that we get a developer account. Developer account is a free account, as I told. with all the functionalities there. So this will take us to this page, and here we just need to enter a name. So I want you guys to do it right now with me. Right now. I want everybody to have an account now. So open this developer.course.com, everybody. And now go to the sign up button. And I'm also filling it. You also fill it. I will fill my details. I will fill my address also. Right, I am living in the United States. And let me know once you guys are done. Now, everything is simple. Name, email, role, company, country, postal code. These are simple things. But the thing that is important is the username. Username is very important. This is the username that should be there in the format of email address. It should not be the exact email address. It's not required. You can keep it exact also, but it should be only in the format of email address. So generally I put it say something 41.com. So this would be my login username. Click on this terms and conditions and click on sign.
Does it have to have an email at something, or it can just be a name?
So see, in the email field, you have to put your exact email address with all the details to be sent.
Okay.
But in the user name, it could be any email address, but the format should be email address. That should be at the rate and the .com. But it's not like this is your right email address, because this is you will be using as a username when you log in. That's it.
Okay. So it doesn't have to have at anything, right?
No. At is required because the format should be your email address only. It should look like an email address. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't need to be exact email address.
Okay.
You can put anything there and click on sign. Let me know once you guys have done this. Everybody else wants you to do it. Even if you have an account, forget about it. Let's start on a fresh account. You can use your same email address and create a different username. In this class. I'm waiting for you guys. So let me know once you are done. Yes, go on.
I'm trying to.
Tell me, Sarup.
Yeah, I was trying to log in, but I couldn't. I was not able to.
No, where are you trying to log in? We are doing sign up now, right? First of all, do the sign up, then log in, right?
Yeah, but I'm not able to get on that page.
So just go to developer.course.com. Are you there on that page? Let me know once you are there on that page. Anybody done that?
I think I'm done. It took me to a setup home page.
So let's go step by step. What I just said is, just click on the submit button, that's it. And then check your mailbox, it will be sending a mail to you.
Yeah, I've done that. I checked my email box and it took me.
Wait till there. Let me check others also. So let me show you my email box, how it looks like. So you can see on my screen now that I just got a mail from Salesforce saying welcome to Salesforce, verify your account. That's it. I want everybody to come to this point. Let me know once you have done this. Waiting for everybody. So I think Ella has done, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about others? Dia, Darshana?
I'm done.
We are in the same way.
I'm there too.
Yeah, I'm done too.
Very good. Anybody who has not done it, because this is very difficult to learn. Anybody who has not done it, who is facing issues?
I'm still doing it.
Okay, I'm still waiting for you.
Yeah, I type my name first and last, then email address, role as developer, the company name.
Okay, so once you get this mail, click on this mail and there will be a button to verify your account. Click on verify account. So I click on verify account. This will take me to a page where they'll ask me to set the password because I haven't added the password there on the first page, right? So now it will ask me to set a password. Go to this page and enter a password. Let it run. Right? So I'll enter a password. And then some security question. And then once you are done with your password, just click on change password. And this will take 2 updates. So let me know once you guys have done this thing and something is open. Who is done?
I'm done, Akash.
I'm done.
Rajan is done. Yes, yes. 3 people have done it, right? Three people have done it. Anybody else done this? Darshana? Very good. Naman? Sarab? Sumant?
I'm still
I'm
waiting
done
on
too.
for that email.
You're waiting for that email.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know something.
I'm done too.
So can you just verify whether you have entered the right email address because, or you can check your spam if you have blocked Salesforce. So see, it's very straightforward. You enter, go to the sign up button, just like normal people sign up or Google sign up. Right? So just enter the details there, enter username there, it will send a mail to you. From the mail you can verify it. Now, I hope everybody has done that. Right. Now, what you need to do is, now let us understand one concept here. Let's not do anything here. In Salesforce, for last 1 year, there's a new concept coming in that is known as Lightning. Lightning. Lightning is a new user experience what Salesforce has given us to us. And they have moved everything to Lightning and they are in process also. They have not completely moved everything to Lightning experience. But yes, this is a UI experience that they have brought in new and they want everybody to move on. Right? But it is very complicated right now. Right? What we do is we start with the classic version. There are 2 versions. One is Lightning version and another is classic version. Classic version is the existing version which was there before. We start with learning with the classic version and then we move to Lightning to have an idea of both. The classic version is very simple and easy to learn, right? It's just the UI. It's not like the concept will be different. It's just the way the things are looking. That's it. So what I'll show you on the top right there is a icon coming up. Click on that. Click on that. Then open a pop-up here saying your name and something, sign out and log out. And then at the bottom it will say switch to classic version. Switch to classic version. Click on switch to classic version. And I want everybody to do it now and move to classic version.
Okay, hold on. I'm a little confused because I had to log off and log in again. So I think I'm lost.
Don't worry, I'll bring you back. Right? Don't worry. So what you did is you logged out, right?
Yeah, and then I had to log back on my iPad, and now it just brought me to like the page that you are showing us earlier.
Don't worry, let me tell you what happened, what should be done. Now so just hold on for that, I will tell you to answer to you. So what you need to do next is, guys, when you come to this page, on the top right you will see your name coming up. Click on your name and then click on log out. That's it for today.
Click
Just
on
click on your name.
Okay, go back again.
I cannot go back now. I went to my name on the top right and then there was a button called log out. Getting it? So are you everybody on this? Forget about it. Close everything. So you guys are logged out, right?
Yeah, we're
Everybody is
logged
logged
out.
out.
Yes.
In or
So
out?
everybody is logged out. I'm asking, right?
Yes.
If you are not logged out, click log out, right? Now, how to go back to that system? How to go back to that system? Because we went from this email and went to this. Now again, we will not go to that email and click on this verify account. This is already verified. Now to sign in and log in, sign in a Salesforce system, what we use is, we don't use developer.force.com anymore now. We will just say login.salesforce.com. This is the URL that you will always be using. Login.salesforce.com. Once you have your credentials, you can come down to login.salesforce.com and click enter. On this page, you can enter your credentials, what you have set. Let me set my credentials. And then simply click on login. Right? So Ella, you can also do it now. You can just log in like this way and come back to the Salesforce system. Let me know once you guys have done this or came to this point. It might ask you for mobile registration. If you want to register your mobile also, you can set your mobile and get an OTP and enter it there. If you don't want to register your mobile, you can say, I don't want to register my phone. You can say remind me later on.
I
So
can remind you.
register on okay. So when you choose a mobile, what happens is all the verification that would be coming on your email, it will now come to your mobile. So then it becomes easier. Sometimes when we log in from a different system, it asks us first of all to validate the system, whether it's you or not. So I'll tell you a lot of those in detail, but right now just understand that we use login.salesforce.com to log in back to Salesforce. Right? And now, you just click on the home tab, and it will take you to this place. Right? So this is how a Salesforce system looks to an end user.
Click on where? Sorry.
On the home tab, on the top left.
Home.
You see the
Okay.
home tab.
Okay. Thank you.
This is how it looks to the end user, right? And we are here to customize it. Don't worry about it. So first of all, let me ask everybody, let me ask like this. Anybody having a problem till this point, coming to this point? Be very frank and have no issues answering it 10 times also.
Well, when I clicked onto my home, it took me to like a search feed.
Don't worry about it. That is a different thing. You might see a different thing, but that is, you came to this page, right? You came to this page.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
I'll explain you what it means for you.
Okay.
But for now, anybody having issues coming to this page, coming to this point? Guys, please answer to.
Yeah.
No issue here.
No issue for me.
Issue for me too.
Naman, is there?
No issue for me.
Akash, I'm good. Thank you.
Login.
Darshan, are you talking or what? Who is talking? Who is saying something?
No, there is no issue for me.
Sarab. Yeah. Yes, Sarab. Sarab is also okay. Everybody is okay. Perfect, right? So now you need to remember two things. One is the login.salesforce.com URL and your username and password. That's it. So you have a credential, you can come and access it from any device you want to. Now, for today, what I wanted you to do is, first of all, revise the concepts that we learned today, right? And then come to this place, and on the top right, it might be showing something else to you, for me it's showing site.com, but let's come to a common place. Let's click on sales, everybody. Click on this. You might be already on sales also, so you can click onto it on the drop down, the top right, and click on sales. So everybody has the same screen. Can you see the same screen, everybody now? Just compare my screen
I can.
and your screen.
Yeah, I can see.
I can.
Perfect. So now, what is your task for today? Right? So we have a credential now. We all have a different account of Salesforce now. Just like a Gmail account for me, Gmail account for you is different. So if I do something here in my system, it will be seen by me only. Nobody else can see. But I have my credentials and it takes me to own my own account. Right? Now, what I want from you guys is just explore this site. It's just a normal site, just like Facebook. Just explore it for today. Without knowing anything, just explore it. And tell me tomorrow what you found. The only thing that you have to not to click is setup. Don't click with setup. Rest everything you can click and test. Is it okay? Can you do this for today?
Yeah.
Okay. So just
Yep.
you have to explore this site. It might make no sense to you. There's no problem. It might make no sense. But yes, try to understand it, try to explore it. But yes, I will be telling you from very beginning, from very scratch. Don't worry about it. But I want you to be a little creative on it.
Mine has like blank. It's like totally blank. Is that what is supposed to be there? Like a blank page?
For you,
It's like completely blank. There's nothing. It says search this feed, what I follow, nothing here yet. Write a post and see what happens.
okay, just a second. Let me give you an access here. And you share your screen. Let me see what you are saying. Something different about it.
Oh,
I'm making a presenter.
hold on one second. I had opened it on a different computer. So give me 1 second. Let me open it on my other computer. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, not a problem. Anybody else? Any questions by the time? Anybody else? Any questions by the time?
I got a problem previously about for 10 minutes my computer has been stuck, so I missed those stuff. So the presentation will be shared.
Yeah, it will be shared. The recordings will be shared, the video and audio. So you can go through it again.
And another question I have is in the attributes you said that automatic upgrades are done in cloud computing. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the Facebook and all those kind of stuff are have been upgraded automatically. That's what a cloud is, right? So
Yeah.
coming to the Facebook app, so we'll get the notifications in iPhone or Android. We'll get the notifications to update the Facebook app. So this is different from that or what?
So what Salesforce says is, I mean, you don't get a notification that you have to click and update your Facebook like that. No, it's not like an app. See, app is a completely different thing because you are installing on your machine
Yeah.
and people might not want to use a different version on it because what they have installed. But Salesforce this on this internet, you have not installed it somewhere,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So if you talk about app needs an confirmation from your side. But this is an online tool, this is online place, it will be updated at the server end and you don't need to bother about it.
But coming to the Facebook, you said Facebook is a cloud, right?
Yes, Facebook is a cloud.
Yeah, so we don't install in the system, so we will not get any updates that Facebook should be updated in your system. It will not get those kind of stuff. But if we install in the mobile phone as an app, so that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, because installing it in your system, then it's something different. It's an app in your mobile.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not. But if you use internet and you open in the browser facebook.com, they will not ask you to install it when you right?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you are getting the screen or not?
I'm ready. You want me to share? Do you want to make me the presenter?
You are already the presenter. Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to yeah. Very good.
All right. So, where did I go wrong?
Oh my
Can you see
God.
my screen?
Oh my God. What have you done? Nothing wrong, man. See, sorry. So what you have to do is just go on the top right icon, that is a cartoon icon there. See, what I told is there are two versions of Salesforce. One is the classic version and one is the lightning version. By default, it takes us to the lightning version. And what we suggest is, for the learning purpose, we should learn in classic version. And once we are completely aware about it, then we move to lightning version. So click on that.
Okay.
And then just switch to classic.
Okay.
And then it will be same screen like as mine.
Oh, perfect. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Awesome. Thank
And
you.
on the top right, there's a site.com, right? Click on the sales, and then you will see
Sales.
exactly same thing
Okay,
as mine.
now it makes sense. Thank you so much. I was using it on my iPad and it was blank, so I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Perfect. So the more you ask, the more you know, right? So if you have a doubt, and it could be anything, right? There's no small doubt, big doubt. Because I mean, I really appreciate you guys, because I didn't got a chance to learn like you, but I took a lot of time to learn Salesforce. It took me months. But you guys, if you can understand my word in month, just 5-6 sessions, 5-6 week of sessions, then I really helpful for you guys. And you know, the benefit of this session is, if you just focus on this session, I'll be telling you everything about Salesforce, everything that is required there to be known. So if you just follow that, you will be equivalent to a 3-year experience in the market. No one can beat you, believe me. You just focus on what we are learning and get an experience of 3 years or 3 to 4 years in the market. Because when we work in actual companies, we don't get a chance to work on all the features of it. But here you will be knowing all the features of our Salesforce in that depth, with all your doubts cleared. Right? So make use of these sessions. Right? And it's open for all. So don't think that you should not ask question or somebody else should ask the question. You know, nothing like that. I want everybody to participate and learn. Okay, guys. We are done for today's class, the first class. Let me know what questions you have, and we'll take the same time class daily. You make sure you be on time. Right, guys?
Today I was actually very slow doing it, but my husband.
Who is talking? I'm not listening. Who is talking?
Sarah.
Sarah, please be a little audible. I mean, it's not coming.
It's not clear.
It's clear, but it's very low. Okay, let me put my ear into my eardrums.
Akash, I have a question. I mean, it's a request to you. From tomorrow, when we're going to take class, can you? I mean, today I think today you were like too fast. So can you just teach us a bit slowly?
Thanks for the feedback. Perfect. I'll do that. Thanks. So I'll take it things slow, right? And even if you miss something, even being I am slow, if you miss something, please ask questions. I'll repeat it 100 times. Don't worry. But yes, please ask questions. I'll let it slow also. Don't worry about it. Is that okay to everybody?
Oh, I have one more question, Akash.
Yeah.
So now, how is the demand in the market for Salesforce?
I think you guys better know it, because you came to Salesforce after knowing it, right?
Yeah.
Rajat, am I right?
I think that's a perfect reply. I mean, you don't ask question after you buy the product, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You already bought it, right? You cannot ask how it is.
You're right.
So yes, I mean, you see, I mean, the reason I told, I mean, it is on cloud, and day by day Salesforce is coming with so good features. You won't believe. I mean, it is making the life easy for the developers, and since it is new, so we get the most highly paid jobs in Salesforce also, right? So it's giving a salary, it's giving good benefit to the customers, to the companies. Everybody is benefiting from it, right? And what is happening is, now people, like, if you talk about companies like automobile companies like GM and different big giant automobiles, or any different sector companies, they are now having their own Salesforce team. The client is now also having their own Salesforce team.
Yeah.
So you think, like, it's not only with the IT companies, it is moving towards every domain. But I have worked with a lot of domain companies, right? and they now have their own dedicated team. So you can think of what opportunity is giving to us.
Yeah.
Previously, if you work on Java, .NET, you will be only hired by an IT company, which is doing some development or doing some support. But now in Salesforce, you are getting hired by the client also, and they are giving us so good salary. So there's no doubt about it. And even if you think like Salesforce has to die now, if it has to go out from the market, it will still take 10 years to go out from the market, because it has gone to so deep roots that if it has to come now also, it will take 10 years to come out. So don't worry about the market of Salesforce.
Thank
It has gone to
you so
very
much,
low.
Akash. Thank you so much, Akash.
Right, and you guys are there in US because you see better visibility there, right? You see how Salesforce is talked everywhere nowadays. Right.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akash.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Anybody else wants to add something on it? An extra expert advice?
Hey Akash, I have a question. It's besides the feedback part. I know that for the Salesforce we need a little bit of for the development. We need Apache training or Apex training. Those two trainings for the coding purposes, and those are like object.
No. There's no Apache training in Salesforce. There's only Apex training.
So we don't have to worry about that from the development perspective.
I mean, Apache is not there in Salesforce. There's no server concept of it.
Okay.
There's only Apex. Programming language is Apex.
Okay. So we have to be know little background about Apex training then?
That is what I will be telling, right? I'll be telling from the very beginning, very scratch. So I don't expect anybody to have a knowledge on language also. So I'll be telling that.
Okay. I want to make sure. Thank you, man.
So just sit with me in my plane, right? Let us see. Let us roll the world, right? Okay, so let me know if you have anything for today, or questions for today. If not, then we can wrap up this class and meet tomorrow same time.
Yeah, thank you. It was an interesting class.
Right. Thank you so much.
Salesforce is interesting, and you are also an interesting audience, right? So, I mean, a mix of experience you guys have. So it really helps and it really charges up the class. So I just want you guys to talk more. I don't want it to be a session. I want it to be a discussion. Right? So let's talk more and more, because the more you ask, the more I'll answer. Because Salesforce is very vast. I cannot tell you every bit of it. But yes, if you ask more, I have to tell it. Right? So ask.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you so much.
Perfect, guys.
Thank
See you tomorrow
you.
at the same time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Akash. Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.